KOLR-10 News Midday continues in high definition.
All right, welcome back. I'm now joined by Tim Schnakenberg, who is an agronomist with the University of Missouri Extension. Thanks for being here today, Tim.
Thanks, Lindsay.
And so an agronomist basically just means you study soil and crops.
Yes.
Just a fancy term for saying that. And you brought in some special things today, but let's talk about, we're going to talk about cattle today. So tell me why the Ozarks is known for its cattle.
It's because this plant right here, this is fescue, and fescue grows abundantly here in the fall in fescue in the Ozarks, and it's because we have this is why we have so much cattle. It allows us to feed cattle well into the winter.
And you told me a statistic a little bit ago before the show started that we have some of the most cattle here in the Ozarks compared to any other place in the country. Is that correct?
We're number 2 or 3, somewhere in there, in the number of cattle in our state. And so this part of the state in particular, our concentration of cattle is greater. And so we just like to inform farmers how to efficiently use this type of grass. You know, you close the gates to pastures in August and not turn back into it until about now. And once it gets to this stage, then you can start using this forage instead of using so much hay.
Okay.
And hay is very expensive. And so the more of this that we can feed and less hay, the better off and more economical it's going to be to raise cattle.
Okay, and I see some other fancy tools. I'm
Yeah.
assuming farmers use these, or cattle raisers use these tools.
Some use
Tell
these.
us what exactly these do.
These are tools that are used to more efficiently use the pastures that we have. We like to break those pastures out as much as possible and make multiple pastures, and then we can use an electrified fence like this, a poly wire on a reel, and then a step-in post, which is used to step in the ground and then connect it to the post. And that is moved every few days.
Okay.
And you just ration the grass out to them.
Okay.
It works really well, and you get so much more out of your pastures.
Very interesting. So is it safe to say that if you want good fresh hamburger, the Ozarks is a place to be, being we have so much cattle here?
We feed the world. We really do.
That's right. And keeping it on a food note, it is now time to check in with Howard with the latest Mr. Food recipe.